Alright guys, welcome back. The month of August just started, and you know what time it is, man. We have to make our monthly tier list. There are a couple of new resurrections that been added this month. We're gonna talk about those briefly as well, and of course the newest anniversary units being part 1 and the part 2 of the anniversary as well. Again, just like every time, we are not talking about brave battles or PvP potential here. This is a normal PvE tier list, you know, meaning that everything that is not brave battles, right? Just everything that is not brave battles. Let's just get in there. We're gonna start off, of course, with the power attribute like every single time. The farming units, the potion unit is gonna be at the left corner of the screen, and the bracket is gonna be at the right side, right? Without a doubt, Ichigo is the best power unit in the whole entire game. Some people were biased about this Ichigo at first when they have seen it, but, you know, quickly after he came out, he definitely showed his true potential in IT and all of the other type of game modes, right? Again, Yamamoto is still perfectly fine. He's still a really nice unit in the game. Ichigo is just stronger. That's just how it works, you know. Always the newest units, whenever it's anniversary, they are just stronger overall. Yamamoto's special is still exceeding Ichigo's potential right there. So in case you want to use, you know, Yama in epic race to like one-shot the boss, or to like one-shot the whole entire guild room, he's definitely better right there. Now Ichigo's skills, let's break them down a little bit in case you're new to the game. He does have 14% recharge at the soul rate, which makes him a okay link, you know, and I mean not a lot of people are using like 14 recharges anymore, but it's still an okay link. You do have full stat 20% built into the unit with frenzy plus 3, that's the highest frenzy in the whole entire game right now, which will make his second strong attack, the vortex that is following the enemies, hit 100 times, you know, and in that short period of time, that can be definitely deadly against the enemies. Increased chances to inflict on top of that, poise break, which is not that useful of an ability right now, but probably in the limit breaker quest it will be, right? Shared immunity, so everyone can be safe against the poison, the fire, everything like that you have on the ground. Hit hidden enemies, devastation 60%, and he can hit every single enemy that is dodging against him. Overall, just a fantastic unit. I really like the playstyle as well, even though I like units that are faster in terms of just gameplay, like whenever units are getting fast abilities, this Ichigo is not fast by any means with the skills. He's more like super safe, super healthy as well, because you're always gonna inflict the drain on the enemies, you're always gonna inflict the weakening, right? You're fully immune against everything, and you're doing a bunch of damage overall, right? But is he super fast? Though he's not super fast, but he just does an insane amount of damage. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten another power unit for the power attribute this month, in the month of July, you know? So Ichigo is the only thing that we can talk about right now. Continuing with the list, here is the speed attribute. Potion units, again, you know, the drillman, it's gonna be on the screen, the bracket is gonna be at the right side, and this is gonna be maybe controversial for some people, because I do know that a lot of people like the Macy, a lot of people have the Macy 5-5, but I honestly, after playing with Unohana, I think she's a little bit better than Macy. The potential of this unit is absolutely crazy. She has the max recharge in the whole game, right? She does have the 12% on the soul rate. She has the 6% of the innate skills. She's super fast. By the abilities alone, she's super fast. And you can spam all of those nice abilities. Mainly like the first and the second skill, you're gonna spam a lot. The third one has a little bit longer cooldown, right? She does a lot of damage with the Frenzy 2, with the SP boost, you know, with the damage inflicted at full stamp, stuff like that. On top of these things, she has a Soul Reaper and Captain Killer as well, which will let her to do a lot of damage in the Captain Guild quest, where we actually needed a unit, you know, to like have a really nice unit right there who is strong and potentially can nuke as well. And let's not forget about the new skill that is called Rampage. Now, in case you don't know what Rampage is, you're getting 2% damage. It's not specific damage, it's not, you know, strong attack damage or special move damage or whatever. It's like everything, you know, like when thinking about this one, this is everything. Like it works on the normal attack, stuff like that, for every enemy that you're killing, right? 2% damage, always. It's stackable until 100%. And all of these small things will add up, right? Like if you're stacking up the Rampage to 100%, you do have the SP boost, you do have the Frenzy too. Like overall, your damage is gonna be absolutely crazy. Like it's hilarious how much damage this unit is doing. I tested her out before in the co-op IT. She doesn't even have the killer, nothing like that. At 1 out of 5, she one-shots the bosses with the third skill. Like, just like that, if you know what I mean? And it's really crazy, I'm telling you. The next speed unit that we can talk about is actually a resurrectable one. He got his resurrection this month, and I mean, the upgrades weren't really that bad, honestly. He got increased chances to inflict against the power attribute hollows. You know, I mean, it's super specific, but it's still good for an older unit, right? Damage to the burning enemies 30% as well, and he got a really nice soul rate, right? He got 16% full stamina damage boost, making this Yama just a tiny bit better. The resurrectable units are never gonna be overpowered or anything like that. This is just gonna be a small upgrade, and if you like this Yama, for sure you can use it, but again, it's a little bit more specific, if you know what I mean. Definitely not a bad one. Technique attribute, potion units at the left side, you know the drill, man. What we have gotten for the technique attribute this month was only Chojiro. I mean, it's okay, you know, only one unit for an attribute, it's perfectly fine, right? Let's talk about Chojiro real quick. He didn't get super potions. That's the only nitpick that I have about this unit, that in my personal opinion, if someone has this much damage as this Chojiro, right? Frenzy +2, he does have the new skill, the special move damage booster for the team and himself as well. He does have the increased chances to inflict. He has 40% damage against the status affected enemies. In my personal opinion, this unit, I see no reason why this unit didn't get super potions, right? Like right now, what do we have? We have Ishta, we have Kin, we have Grimjo, and I feel like getting super potions on this Chojiro was kind of a break point for him, if you know what I mean. Since he didn't really get that, I feel like not a lot of people are gonna play with this unit, right? Like, he's an excellent, like, damage dealer, don't get me wrong. And he is a good farmer unit as well, giving you normal pots, 30% speed droplets, and with a new skill guaranteedly +10 droplets as well, right? Excellent unit. I mean, I have no issues with him, but I just kind of feel like he needed the super pots, right? Because that way he's way more valuable to have, and way more people are gonna, you know, go for him and summon for him and just like play with the unit actually. He's really fun, really good as well. If you have him, make sure to use him, guys, right? Not the last bracket for today, the mind attribute, right? Farming units, again, nothing really changed. Balgo is still right there. And in terms of just the mind units overall, we got 3 units of the month. Yamamoto, Vasto, Lorde, Ichigo got his resurrection, and the new 8th anniversary White came into the scene. Again, we all knew before how bad the mind attribute overall is, so this is not a surprise for anyone, White being the best mind unit right there, you know, like no one is even coming close to him. Like the damage and all of the utility effects that he was able to get, it just, you know, overtuned unit, and it's really nice. I really like the unit overall. He has everything that you need, Sprinter +3, right, fast mobility, all status immunity, so that way he can be fully safe as well. He has Drain on his abilities, right, so that way he can heal. He does have a laceration as well, special move damage if you're a mind unit in the team, 30%. He himself is a really nice nuker in the game, you know, meaning that his special move hits insanely hard because he got bombardment, which is extra hits on the special, damage to the drained enemies, damage to the lacerated enemies, and spiritual pressure boost, right? With all of these maneuvers, you can just go in there, sit nicely. If you're 5 out of 5 and you have the killer effect, you can just press the bob and you're going with your day, right? Like, that's just how it works. In PvE content, epic rate, he's clearing it beautifully, bro. 1-5, 5-5, no diff. He does it in 2 skills, right? Again, Inheritance Trials, same vibes. You're never gonna die, super fast unit, aggressive type of character, so he can one-shot everything that you have in sight. And yeah, overall, just a fantastic mind unit, definitely something that we needed here. Now the new Yama, he's overpowered in brave battles, the absolute #1 right there. He has very few counters, if there is any. He's just doing an insane amount of damage right there, stuff like that. So don't worry about it, he's insane right there, but he got a low rating here on this list, because this is, again, just like how I said it before, before, it's a PvE tier list, so Brave Battle doesn't count, right? Against normal enemies, like Inheritance Trials or whatever, you get the point. Only he's gonna be usable if the enemies are no affiliation enemies, right? Maybe, because he does have the guaranteed infliction against them. But again, he's a normal attack unit, you know, you have to get close, you're gonna get hit a couple of times. I mean, maybe not, it depends how you play as well. But again, he's slower, right? Like, normal attack units are way slower than SP ones. But again, you know, just it's a good unit still, right? Like in Epic Raids, for example, he's gonna like do like 3 hits and the boss is dead. But he was made for Brave Battles, not PvE content. Vasto Lorde Ichigo got the Resurrection this month. The B tier, why he got B tier, is not because he's bad in Brave Battles, right? Like, just don't get it twisted, if you know what I mean. B tier is in PvE. This is a PvE tier list. If you care about how good he is in Brave Battles, that's another topic that we are not gonna talk about today. You know, he's not good in PvE content. You need to break the guard. You don't do enough damage, stuff like that. You get the point, man. You know, of course, he got a nice update, but all of these maneuvers are working beautifully in Brave Battles, which doesn't help him at all in, you know, in like Epic Raids or like Inheritance Trials, right? So that's why he's in B tier. In Brave Battles, that's a completely different topic, right? And at last, let's finish up the video with the Heart bracket here. Mugetsu and the 1000-year blood for Soi Fon got the Resurrection this month, and other than that, unfortunately, we haven't received a new Heart unit, right? You have the potion units right there, take a look at it if you know what I mean, if you care about them. Ichigo is still number 1, you know, the 1000-year blood for Ichigo in the bracket. So let's just talk about the Resurrections, right? Mugetsu, first of all, beautiful secondary sword trait being the increased strong attack damage at full stamina, which definitely helped him to like do way more damage overall, because he didn't have any Berserker before, right? And he got that as well, 20% Berserker. Havoc 20% as well, increasing his rage on the abilities way more, and he definitely got better overall. Just testing him a couple of times, I have him 5-5, did the IT with him, definitely way better, did the Epic Raid with him, again, way better overall. He still has nice strong attacks nowadays, so if you like this unit, definitely worth to try it, man. Definitely worth to have fun with him, stuff like that, you get the point. But again, a unit that is 4 years old is not gonna be like game breaking, right, with a Resurrection. And that has to be said for the 1000-year Soi Fon as well, right? She got a new type of soul trait, increased normal attack damage 20% if you can keep your full stamina. Other than that, she picked up the booster skill, which is gonna increase the attack, focus and defense of all allies, including yourself, with 42%. Definitely a really nice upgrade on the unit. I do like it, honestly. I feel like she was good even before as well. It's not a bad unit overall, but again, in PvE, it's not something that you want to use, right? Like, you do have the Vortex, so that way it can be a little bit better. Her main use in the game is definitely in Guild Quest, in the melee Arankar phase, and in that game mode, she definitely exceeds as a nice support character in the team, especially with the booster skill. We had a lot of units to talk about today, guys, so if the video is a little bit longer than usual, I truly apologize. But again, we needed to explain all of the stuff in case a lot of people just started the game nowadays, whatever, you get the point. And yeah, man, thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day/night wherever you are. Take care and bye-bye.